5 of our little Thundertail on March 2022. And as you can see, I have the day started already. No hanging about this morning. We did that rather wonderful night navigation last night. Went down to Ranworth Dam, Ranworth Broad, dropped the mud weight and had another lovely evening on board in the middle of the Broad. The crewmate is loving these new experiences, by the way, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do another night navigation or possibly another mud weight at some point in the rest of the week. Somebody's very loud this morning. Too loud. But yes, it was a really good experience last night actually, and I am glad I did it. You know? But yeah, it was had a wonderful night with Gavin and Amanda. Met up with John and John and Connie, John's wife, and had a good few drinks, not too many. I wasn't drunk or tipsy or rat-arsed or anything like that. I told you it was no dark side last night. This one was dark side, but I wasn't. I was pretty clear-headed, you know. So yeah, had a few drinks, lovely night navigation, and yeah, it turned into a lovely evening, you know. It's a wee bit cloudier and a wee bit chillier this morning, definitely. It's not quite as nice as it was yesterday morning, but well, maybe it'll brighten up and warm up a wee bit later. But yeah. In the meantime, we are setting off. We are, like I say, it's an early start. The time is, well, we got started about 8:30. It's knocking about 10 to 9 now. Just after getting everything all sort of sorted and fixed up. And we have got possibly quite a long day today ahead of us. We are going to go to Heigham this morning. We're heading to Heigham. One must go to Lathams and get some crap that one does not need but must spend, you know. So yeah, we are going to go to Heigham, hopefully get moored up, take a wee wander to Lathams, maybe catch a wee breakfast or lunch or something like that, and then after that we're thinking, not decided fully yet, but we are thinking we're going to try to get to Wroxham and slip under Wroxham Bridge and get up to Colishall. We've never been, didn't quite get that far yesterday, but that's what we're gonna, that's the idea. You know, whether it happens or not, we don't know, but I do know that just now the water is probably at its, well, it's I won't say it's at its highest level, but it's in the afternoon that the water is going to start dropping in Wroxham, so we're in no rush to get up there just now, you know. So rather than just sitting there enjoying some cup of tea and what have you, we're going to set off. We're going to go to Heigham, have a wee look at Lathams, maybe catch a wee bit of breakfast, or it'll be a late breakfast though, or maybe a nice lunch or something like that, and yeah, then set back off and see just where we go, you know. Might end up back up the River Ant, don't know. no idea. So we're just sort of playing it by, like I say, it's been one of these adventures that we have ideas, but we're literally making it up from hour to hour. So this hour we're leaving Ranworth, next hour we're going to Heigham, the hour after that, who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, getting the day started, having a wee wander, seeing where the day takes us. So, as always though, I'll take you on today's little trip, and we'll see what happens and where we go and what delights befall us, you know, and hopefully my little wee crewmate, whatever she may be, will hopefully she didn't drink too much and she'll pop by shortly. So yeah. So until later though, I'll keep you updated. So until then, bye for now. Cheers. Okay, just a little wee update for you. I am continuing down the River Bure. Came out of Ranworth, turned right. Continue down the Ranworth, River Bure towards Heigham, and I'm just passing St Benet's Abbey. And I must say, it's definitely a wee bit on the chillier side this morning, and there's definitely a wee bit of a breeze picking up. Oh yeah, definitely not quite as nice as it was yesterday, but which is a wee bit of a shame, but it's supposed to be clearing up tomorrow again, so we knew it wouldn't be quite as nice today, but it should still be a lovely wee cruise, hopefully. Hopefully later on in the day when it sort of warms up, you know, we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm just approaching St Benet's Abbey, and I must say she's looking quite, I don't know what it is, there's just something in the air, you know, it's like, she's looking a wee bit ominous and moody this morning, you know, so yeah, my crewmate, who has surfaced and is enjoying the early morning breeze to blow the cobwebs away. She's still trying to get me to go there at night, you know, like mud waiting for the first time and night navigation for the first time wasn't enough. No. She wants to go do a nighttime visit into the St Benet's Abbey, just to see if my supernatural experience was just a load of overactive imagination coswallop, or if I was actually experiencing something way back a few years ago when I went there. So yeah, you're still trying, aren't you? Yeah. I'm not going to get away with it, am I? Whether it's this time. Oh, not this time. I'm definitely going this trip. Oh, there you go. Looks like somehow I've got a funny feeling I'm going to suddenly develop a mechanical fault, you know, about 8-9 o'clock or something like that. And how are you doing this morning? Okay. Just having a nice wee... It's a
bit cold up there.
It is. I should maybe close the canopy. At least you're right opposite the heater. Yeah, a wee bit of heat. Blanket, yeah. I've got a bugger awful habit of leaving the canopy open even when it's a bit chilly, and we really shouldn't leave the canopy. We should close the canopy and warm the boat up, you know. I'll maybe do that. Well yes, we're passing like I say, St Benet's Abbey. The sun's looking quite nice actually, because there's a few sort of broken clouds, so you're getting that wee sort of patterny golden look through the broken clouds, and overcast heavy clouds, and yeah, it's looking quite interesting, the sky at the moment, but it's definitely a bit chilly, and yeah, and yeah, like I said, St Benet's Abbey is looking quite moody and ominous this morning, so yeah, but actually the three moorings by St Benet's Abbey, you can probably see there's only 2 boats moored there, so yeah, there's a few higher boats sticking around. There was space at Ranworth's stayed last night. We could have got in at the stayed last night instead of dropping the mud weight, and there would have been more spaces, but people were leaving that gap, you know, and they weren't sort of bunching up, and yeah, so You could have probably got a total of, I don't know, 2 or 3 boats in there, you know. But this time of year, you know, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But, yeah. Anyway, we had a good night. You know, and yeah, we're just like I say, getting our day started, and I've no idea what's going to happen today. So yeah, heading on down the river. So that's the update. Just past St Benet's Abbey. She's looking a bit moody, and I'm going to be about a nighttime visit later, sometime this week. That'll be interesting. So yeah, it is a very, very weird looking building. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, you know. I will keep you updated on the events of the day, so until later, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. I have taken sympathy on my crewmate and I have closed the canopy. I've got the heating on and we're warming up the boat nicely, you know. Poor wee soul was shivering to an icicle back there, so yeah. I do think about my crewmates occasionally and my guests and all that, so yeah. So yeah, I have so I'm continuing down the river Bure, and I am just about to turn left at the mouth of the River Thurn and head up the River Thurn towards Heigham. And that means that I'm going to have to pass down Dyke and we're not doing the Lion today. We are not doing the Lion today, people. You know, we are going to the Lion, but that's tomorrow. That's already pre-arranged. We are doing the Lion tomorrow, but we are not doing the Lion today. So yeah, I am just about to turn, like I say, turn left at the foot of the River Thurn, head up that, past Thurndike, on towards Heigham, and yeah, seems I'm actually punching against the tide at the moment, you know. I mean, I'm just sitting here at about 1800 revs, and I'm doing about 5 miles an hour in a 6 zone, but you know what, I'm just leaving it at that, because I know that when I turn here at the River Thurn, if I am punching against the tide, that is going to increase a wee bit, so I'm going to need to keep an eye on the speed, and I might need to actually ease off on the throttle a wee bit. But yeah, it's going okay so far. It's just having a nice wee cruise down. It's just a bit of a shame that it's got a wee bit chillier today, but it's still not, but it's dry. You know something, at the end of the day, it's a bit, the breeze isn't that bad. It's not that cold, if I'm honest. It just feels quite chilly in that wind, because that wind's got quite a bit of a nip to it. But it's dry. That's the main thing. As long as it's dry, you know. Because that was a bit of an unexpected wee shower that we had yesterday morning on Barton Broad. But yeah, it's staying dry, and that's the main thing, I suppose, at the end of the day. So yeah. So that's me just turned onto the River Thurn. Continuing up the river, I've got a boat behind me, Northern Wave. Don't know which way he's planning on going. I think he might be thinking about the River Thurn as well, so I might have a wee race up to Heigham here, trying to see if we can get a mooring. But I am, one reason I left Ranworth nice and sharp this morning is that I'm thinking that by the time I get up to Heigham, if it had been busy last night, a lot of the people who stayed overnight will have departed this morning, so there should be spaces up there, hopefully, you know. I'm not actually expecting Heigham to be busy, if I'm honest. The rivers, there's hire boats about, certainly, you know, and quite a number of private boats as well, actually. But it's not actually that. In fact, we were saying that yesterday, weren't we? Going through Horn, just how quiet it was.
Yes.
Yeah. It was quite empty. You know, not really seeing much traffic at all. So yes, it is nice and quiet, and yeah, it's not expecting Heigham to be mobbed, put it that way, you know. Although knowing my luck, you know, it'll be the one day where everybody has decided to go to Heigham, you know, so it probably will be mobbed. But we'll see what we see. Like I say, it's been one of these trips, you know, I mean, it really has. I said it earlier, I might have even talked about it yesterday. But it really has, we really don't know what we're doing from hour to hour. And we're just really sort of just going with the flow, you know. And sometimes the flow goes left and we change our mind and we end up flowing right. And sometimes we have an idea and we set off with an idea and completely and utterly do a complete 180. So yeah, it's just been that particular type of trip, you know. So yeah, it's all going good though, all going good. And like I say, I'm just passing Fernvale just now, so yeah. I'll go for now, keep you updated though, so until later, I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. The crewmate has warmed up, she's thawed out, and she's sitting beside me up here on the upper helm. And she's even been a wee darling and made me a wee cup of elixir of delight, which is just exactly what one needs. Lovely. So yeah, just a wee update for you. We are now in what I affectionately called back in December and will forever be known as Charlie Alley. Charlie Alley, do you get it? You know, Charlie's Alley, you know. It's funny, isn't it? Go on, give me a laugh. And there she has it, there sits. Yeah, I think it's funny, and it's, as far as I am aware, this is what it will always be known as, Charlie Alley. So I have officially named the run from Heigham, from the entrance of Heigham up to the Heigham Bridge as Charlie Alley. And I actually passed the marker board just down there, and it's actually showing 6.3 at the moment, and the tide is coming in. So if it's showing 6.3 at the moment with the tide coming in, that means that eventually at some point this afternoon, when the tide turns and goes out at low tide, there's maybe probably going to drop another 3 inches, and that might be 6.6, 6.7. Honda's air draft is 6.6 with the screens down. If it goes to 6.7, I could get under Heigham Bridge today. Oh, there's a wee thought. No go anywhere, just stay in Heigham and see if I... No. It's a tempting idea, but I'm not going to do that. And I'll tell you why, because I'll probably get under today, but I'll probably not get back under tomorrow. So, yeah. As tempting as it is, I'm going to stay on this side of the Heigham. I think Heigham Bridge is going to be one of those bridges that I'll have to hire a day boat or something, you know, and actually go for a few hours on the other side of the bridge to have a wee look about that part of the river. Because I'm not taking thunder under Heigham, absolutely not. You know, I've got enough problems freaking out trying to get under Wroxham Bridge. So, anyway, I'm babbling rubbish. I don't really know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Like I said, we are pluttering. Yeah.
I don't know where that word comes from.
Pluttering. Pluttering. It must be a Scottish thing.
No.
Is that no?
I've never heard of it before.
It's just one of my words then, is it?
I think it's one of your made up words. As we say with the kids, when we say a word wrong, made up word alert.
It's not a made up word. You will find it in the official Russell's Dictionary of
made up word alert.
Of English vocabulary.
It's called made up word alert.
So yeah, we're pluttering along the rivers, just going up Charlie Alley. And I must say, you know, I mean, I call it Charlie Alley, but there's actually some nice wee places up here, you know. Lovely, and some people have really spent a lot of time and effort putting together their own wee stamp on these chalets, and some of them have turned out to be really nice. I've got to admit, they are, but they are quite expensive still, for what they are, Some of these chalets, in fact, actually, I'll bet you every single one of these chalets is more expensive than my house, and they're about the size of my kitchen. And
that's saying something.
I've got a wee kitchen, by the way, So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go for now and concentrate on how we're gonna get moored up and where we're gonna get moored up. So I will keep you updated, but I will probably next speak to you moored up at Heigham. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers. And just like that, we are at Heigham, moored up. Definitely a few spaces down there, no problems, and we're actually quite close to the bridge down there. So yeah, wonderful. Got in, no problems, messed around a wee bit, you know what it's like, you know, just dealing with tides and everything like that. So we were a wee bit all over the place, but got in, no problems. So, and the time, it's only 10:10, so that only took us an hour and 40 minutes to go from Ranworth up here. And yeah, despite it being a wee bit of a chilly day and a wee bit overcast and everything like that, still a lovely wee cruise. So we're going to go away, we're going to button up, finish the wee coffee and all that, get over to the bridge, nip into Lathams and see if we can find something for 99 pence that we never knew that we needed, but we absolutely must want. So yeah, looking forward to that. Maybe even catch a little sort of late breakfast or early lunch as well. So that's going to be quite good as well, because I've not had a breakfast yet, and ever since Saturday I've been dying on a breakfast, you know. So yeah, might even do that later, but we'll wait and see how the day goes, you know. So yeah, that's the update so far. I possibly will not take you with me into Heigham. I've taken you there before, so you kind of know what that's all about. So, but we'll wait and see what happens, you know. But yeah, as always, I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna go away, get out this cold, get a jacket, get away, get a wee bit of breakfast and something for 99 pence. So until later, I'll keep you updated. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! just a little wee update for you. We're back on the board. We're back on the board and we're back on the move. Just moored up, met up with Broad Serenade 1, Soph Anne, who recently just got engaged. Congratulations to you. Just got engaged a couple of days ago on the Broads, on the boat, you know, just how wonderful and romantic was that, huh? So yeah, met up with Soph, and I think it was there with another couple, Kinera, you know what I'm like with names, so sorry, but you know who you are. Broad Serenade 1, Soph, congratulations on your engagement. And yes, had a quick wee chat with them. Went off to Lathams just for a wee wander, and we did the obligatory buying lots of stuff that we don't need, you know, and never knew we wanted. So yeah, boat kind of worked like that a wee bit when we stepped on. We bought that much stuff, but we came back and a quick bite to eat, and we are back on the rivers and heading back down the River Thurn, and we are heading for Wroxham, and hopefully early indications are that the water levels are low enough. Which reminds me, what is the one thing that I didn't do that I said I was going to do before I left Wroxham?
Put the screen down.
Put the screens down. Yeah, okay, well, maybe I think the next time you speak to me, okay, it might actually be a crewmate here talking to you while going down the river while I'm messing with the screens, you know? Hey. Maybe. So, yes, I'm going to need to drop the screens, but early indications are that once the screens are dropped, I will be able to slip under that bridge, no problems. The bridge pilot apparently is officially not on duty until Easter. Now, Thunder, being a syndicate boat, actually has an agreement with the Wroxham Bridge pilot, so although he's officially not on duty, I have it on good information from a couple of sources that if you go and ask very nicely, you know, and maybe grovel just a little bit, he will take you under. Do I need the bridge pilot? Well, theoretically I shouldn't, you know. It's a bridge like any other bridge, you know. As long as the air draft is what it is, then I should be able to slip under. But yeah, I might actually just moor up at Wroxham and ask him if he can take me under, because I've never been under, and it is a bit of an awkward bridge, and it would just be nice just to have that option, for him, you know, for him to take me under for the first time, just to show me how it's done, you know. So yeah. So anyway, that's besides the point. Don't need to worry about that for at least 2, maybe 3 hours, as we're just back on our way, and the time is currently 12:20. We've had a bit of a wee heavy shower. It's definitely getting quite cold actually, and it's very dull and grey and overcast, and yeah, it's a bit horrible today actually. Where is your good luck charm, little woman?
He'll be back tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow. My good luck charm will be back tomorrow.
Having a day off.
Oh, you're having a day off?
Magic's left me today.
Oh, but yes, we will, we'll see how it's, so I'm not expecting it to be a very uber pretty journey up if I do get under the bridge, but if the weather is going the way it's looking like it's going, it should be a lovely wee cruise back down tomorrow to get under the bridge. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. We'll wait and see where we go. We don't even know where we're going to go once we get under the bridge, you know. We've got 2 choices, you know. No idea. So we're just sort of playing the whole thing by ear. Like I say, we're literally going from 1 hour to the hour, next hour, and seeing where we go. So yeah. That's the update so far. We are back on the move, just heading back down Shally Alley. I really like that, by the way. You know, Shally Alley. Heading back down Shally Alley, and yeah, we're just gonna see where the day takes us and see what unfolds before us. I will keep you updated. So until later, I shall speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers. Okay, just a little wee update for you. I am continuing down the River Thurn. I have just passed Thurn Mill. I've just passed Thurn Dyke. Excuse me. And surprisingly, I have not stopped for a wee quick refreshment in the Lion. No. Passing on by. I'm going there tomorrow, but I'm passing on by today. And I think my crewmate might be getting a little apprehensive about the upcoming bridge in Wroxham, you know? Yeah. Coming down. I've not even left the River Thurn, you know? I'm just about to turn right at the foot of the Thurn and back onto the River View, heading towards Horning. But already she's just like, I need a drink to calm my nerves, I need a drink to calm my nerves. I'm getting that look again. I will make you suffer. I will make you pay. Yeah, she's not saying nothing. So, yeah. Gonna be take it nice and easy though. And it's definitely. I mean, you can see the canopy is now shut because, as you know, it's not the the actual temperature. Outside, it's the wind chill factor from that breeze that's blowing, because my god, it's cut through you, you know. And it's not even particularly strong either. Although I don't think it's well, we obviously can't do a mud weight tonight, but I don't think I'd want to do a mud weight tonight. I think it'd just be a little bit too breezy and a little bit too cold. So it's quite good that we are going to go up to Wroxham, you know. And yeah, like I say, hopefully I've still got time to decide. I've still got a couple of hours to decide if we're gonna give the bridge pilot a wee call and say, please help me, you know, or if I'm just gonna bite the bullet and go for it, you know. I don't know. I mean, I suppose if it was 100% my boat, I wouldn't have had the agreement with the pilot, and I would have to deal with it and just go for it, and everything will be fine, I'm quite sure. But because I'm sort of like a part owner, I have to be responsible and sort of treat it a bit like, well, it's my property, but it's also somebody else's property as well. And the last thing the next owner who's coming down on Saturday wants is the boats in the marina getting repaired because I've dinged it on the bridge. So, and I've ended up with a big bloody bill. So yeah, I have to be sensible and I have to be safe about this. I am confident I can do it, but I think considering how awkward, and that's really what it is, you know, it's just a really awkward bridge to go under, and I think considering how awkward it is, maybe, and the fact that we've got a bit of a breeze blowing as well actually out here in the exposed part of the river, it might be best to on the side of caution and get the pilot if he is around. So still got time to think about it though, you know. We'll see what the Dutch courage is like after the glass.
Just warn me when I need to put my life jacket on.
Yeah. I'm surprised you've not got it on already, ready to jump ship. Oh God! She'll be like that guy. She'll be like that guy in the Airplane movie, you know, the end one that said, "Oh, I picked the wrong time to quit drinking," and he starts drinking. "Oh, I picked the wrong time to be stop sniffing glue, and he starts sniffing glue, and oh my god, it's coming into light, and he dives out the airport tower window, and ah! I'm such a drama queen. But yeah, so everything is going good though, and like I say, if it hadn't been for that biting wind,
All the rain,
all the so
all the
far,
clouds, it'd have been a lovely day.
Are you being sarcastic?
Me, sarcastic.
Please, really? No. But no. Yeah, if it hadn't been for the biting wind chill, it would actually be quite a nice day. You know, I'm only going to open that.
I know,
directly, just
cold draft coming in.
Of course he does, you know. 35 years, nag. I'm such a man. Well, that's probably about the first time you've actually complimented me. Complimented me.
You're not wrong.
Right, anyway, I have just turned right at the foot of the River Thurn. I am now officially on the River Bure, and I am heading for Horning, which will probably be my next stop. So yeah, you've seen all this wee bit of river before. I'm not going to go on too much about it, so I will speak to you again from Horning. And yeah, if anything happens between here and there though, I will keep you informed, but for now I'll keep you updated. Speak to you later. Cheers! I flew a helicopter.
Yeah.
Not a lynx though.
No. I've sat in a lynx and I've sat in a gazelle.
Gazelles are nice.
It was when Patrick was in the aircon and I went up to collect him. Are you vlogging? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm waffling. I told you I'm pissed.
It's okay.
I could be already dark side.
You know that bit's going in by the way. Just what you see is a couple of me going, I could be a wee bit dark side.
Oh, I'm so dark side.
Right, just a wee update, okay? I'm sober, this one's pissed, and we're continuing on up the River Bure, you know. Just left Horning there, and there is a military jet buzzing around above us. Don't know if you can hear him. He's buzzing around. We can't see him. He's above the clouds, which is annoying.
Very annoying.
But yeah, I mean, considering we saw that single-engined fighter plane yesterday.
Was it a Mustang? Did you say?
I think it was a Mustang. I think it was a Mustang. But he buzzed around for a few times. Did I think about 3 or 4 times he flew by us. And now I've got this military jet flying above the clouds, or through the clouds I should say. So yeah, it would be nice to actually be able to see it, but so far nothing. So yeah, basically we are continuing up we've just left Horning. We are going to crash into the bank because I'm not paying attention. And we are continuing up the River Bure towards Wroxham. We'll soon be passing Sow House, Wroxham Broad, into Wroxham, and then we're going to have to moor up. You're going to make a phone call while I deal with the screens.
Wuss.
And yeah, hopefully we'll get under the bridge. Somebody sent me a photo at 12 o'clock. No, it was about 11 o'clock actually, wasn't it? It was not long after we moved up at Heigham.
Yeah.
Of the bridge height showing 7 foot. This is looking very good. And as I understand it on the app, I should maybe actually just double check that. But the tide is still going down, so hopefully there will be even more. You know, and we will be able to slip under. If we don't slip under, what the hell are we gonna do?
Haven't got that far yet. Let's cross that bridge when we get to it.
No, we'll slip under that bridge when we get to it.
not going to be an issue. We'll
no,
get
no,
there.
no. If we can't get under the bridge, we're going to go. Well, I've just decided we're going to go back down to Horning and moor outside the Swan because there's a couple of spaces there. Because yeah, so. Or of course we could just get some Gray's fish and chips, go down to Sahas, drop the mud weight, and spend
I ain't
that
having another mud. No. The mud weight was too loud last night. It was too loud.
Yeah, I did get a wee bit. The wind picked up a wee bit. You got a wee bit sort of bow slap and everything with that.
More mud weight slap.
Oh, it was a chain. It was a chain. I think it was.
Chain. I kept thinking we're hitting a log or something. It kept banging, and I'm like, every time I drifted off, the bloody thing would knock, and I'd wake up and I'm like, I actually went in. What time was it? About 20 to 2 this morning. I was like, Russell, we keep hitting something. You need to get up and move the boat.
She did. She actually made me move the boat.
I did make him move the boat further into Ranworth Broad.
Just anywhere else on the broad.
Further away because I felt like we were in too shallow water. I thought we were hitting a log. I thought every now and then we're going around and hitting a log. So we moved back more into the middle of the Broad, and it kept going on. So I ended up sleeping in here. I just pulled my quilt out and slept in here because I was like, I can't sleep with that.
I think the thing with last night was that we were in a very odd situation, and it happens occasionally. Is that?
Well, I'm in an odd situation. Full stop. Aren't I? I'm on the boat with him.
Yes. Yeah.
Now turn it away. People don't need to see my face.
No, they really need to see your face, by the way. No. The thing was last night is just like we settled down, and I think basically what was happening is the wind picked up a wee bit and it was pushing the boat back. The mud weight was holding it. Then the wind would die, but the current was coming in, and it must have just been the angle, and I think the current was sort of then pushing the boat forward. We were then hitting the chain, and then it was bouncing back, and then the wind. So instead of sort of spinning like we usually would do, we just basically went forward and back, and every so often that chain would come and hit against the hull, and then of course you would occasionally have the waves kicking up from the wind, causing a little bow slap, and yes, yeah.
I mean,
it was a unique situation, but
he went back to bed. It took about an hour. You went back to bed about an hour, and I stayed up for another hour looking at the banks. I could see the lights from Ranworth on that side, and there was like a wooden fence thing on that side. It was quite a bright moon last night, so I could see, and we were not moving around. We were definitely just going forwards and backwards. It was literally just a forwards and backwards, and when it just kept banging, I was just like, I can't sleep with that. We're hitting an iceberg basically. It's Titanic, and we're going to break in half, and I'm going to be climbing back up, and I'm going to be saying, I'm going to be hanging off one of the doors. I'm like, fuck off, you drown, you bastard, you put me this. Well, we're not even dark side. I am. You drown, because you ain't having my door. There isn't room for two of us. I'd
just like to point out that glass you saw me take, that's still my first glass. Okay, so I've only had half a glass.
I've had
this
two
one's
glasses.
Had about two full.
No, I'm sorry, I had 2 half glasses. I did not fill that up. I filled yours up because yours is smaller. I didn't fill mine. I've only had 2 half glasses.
Yes, and your glass
I've had
is
half a bottle
a lot bigger than my glass.
Yeah, but that's why I only had half. I didn't fill it up.
Excuse me.
Right, keep going like that. I'll finish the freaking bottle off.
You go finish.
I'm going for it.
So yeah, anyway, we are continuing up the river, yeah, we won't do another mud weight tonight. You know,
I'm not doing another mud weight tonight.
You know, I think it's a wee bit breezy. So
I mean, the weather's going to be crap this afternoon. It's meant to be raining. I mean, it's 10 past 2. It's supposed to be raining already.
Yeah, I mean it'll maybe be a nice morning to wake up on a mud weight, but it'll not be a nice night on a mud weight.
I've done 2 nights in a row. The first night was fantastic. The second night, I'm lucky if I got 5 hours sleep last night, because every time it bloody hit, I'm like, It literally, I think because it was like right underneath me, I could hear the chain moving. That was the thing, I could hear the rattling of the chain moving. Whether it was on the bottom, I don't know, but I don't know what it does or whatever. I'm like complete novice here, but I could hear the chain moving, so I thought, okay, that's the chain. But every now and then when something really banged the bow, I'm like, what the hell, what was that? You know, and I thought, we're hitting a log, we're circling around, and it's every time we get round, we hit this bloody log. We're taking in water. Captain, she just can't handle it.
Oh my god. So yes, I've not had much sleep either, by the way. More than you.
I'm sorry, but he was back off within 5 minutes. I could hear him freaking snoring within 10 minutes of him going back to bed. And I'm standing like right there thinking, I'm not going back to sleep in there. No way. So I just thought, right, I was standing there. I had my little blanket wrapped around me and I thought, yeah, I'm not going back in there because I couldn't find my earplugs because I got earplugs. Couldn't find them. So I was like, right, I'm just going to grab my quilt and pillow and sleep on the seat there in the saloon. And it was the most uncomfortablest night ever. My feet were freezing. My quilt kept falling off me. It's not quite wide enough for me. I must be quite a broad on the broads. But yeah, so it wasn't a very good sleep. So yeah, 5 hours if I'm lucky, and not very. It was a broken 5 hours, I have to say. The last time I looked at the clock, it was 2:45, and you got up about just the back of 7, didn't you? You came through, and you were like, "What are you doing there?" "Oh, fucking sleep last night, fucking banging on the bow." So yeah. Anyway, sorry, I've taken over his vlog.
That's all right. Can I go away and do my screens then?
Your screens.
Screens.
What, you want me to drive?
Do you want to
Whatever
drive?
it is. Do you drive? Go on, Anna.
No.
He's like, no, I'm too scared.
It's halfway dark side.
You drive.
Actually,
You didn't expect me to say, yeah, go on then. He was like, she'll say, oh, fuck off, I'm not doing that.
Right. What was I going to say? So yes. In short, we've just left Horning like 10 minutes ago. We're approaching South House. We're on our way to Wroxham. So everything's going good, and we're having a nice wee cruise. Still a bit dull, still a bit chilly. It's warmed up a wee bit. Wind has died down, thankfully.
It has actually, hasn't it?
Now that we're in the shelter of the trees. So we're just continuing on up the river. So I'll keep you updated. So until later, bye for now. Totally took that over, by the way. You know
totally
that?
did, didn't I? Sorry.
Okay, a quick wee update. Typical, you know, just typical. Continuing on up the River Bure, heading towards Wroxham, and I've left South House Broad, approaching Wroxham Broad, and the rain is starting to. Yeah, it looks like by the time I get up to Wroxham, the rain will be finally here at the wrong time, and somebody's going to get wet, very wet, as he starts messing around with screens and cameras and all that, and oh my goodness gracious me. So fun and games, you know. But oh, there's Wroxham Broad there. So yeah, we're not very far away now from Wroxham, and oh, here comes the Cordon Rouge. Woo, woo. And the way to a boat, we'll just I don't think I've actually seen that particular vessel.
That's a new one, isn't it?
No, it's quite an old one, you know, but I don't think I've actually seen that particular vessel out and about. So yeah, the Cordon Rouge. So yeah, that's just coming out of Wroxham Broad there. And I'm continuing on up the river. Everything's good, and the swans are obviously a wee bit peckish and going for food, and I'm getting lots of interesting views of a swan's backside as I cruise on up this river. Fun.
Fascinating.
fascinating. It's just what you wanted to hear, isn't it? You know, this is why you watched me, you know, all this fascinating, intricate detail of the little wee adventures on up the river. So, yes. Right, so that's the update so far. Rain's starting to come down, just typical, passing Wroxham Broad. I will not be very far away from Wroxham now, so I'll keep you updated and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. The rain is coming down, so I'm going to keep this rather quick, but as you can see, Thunder is now officially moored up and we are at the dreaded bridge. There you go, you know. So yes, I have moored up and I have lowered my screens in preparation. I've also bumped into William, another syndicate member of Thunder, and somebody who was here at Saturday night on my little party as well. So yes, we're moored up. We're just trying to get in touch with the bridge pilot at the moment, who will hopefully be able to come down, take us under. I could do it myself, you know. I feel relatively comfortable and yeah, I could probably do it, but I think because it's my first time under the bridge, and like I say, it's not the air draft of it, it's the arch. You see that arch? It's that arch. It's very tight and there's very little room for error, you know, when you're going under it. So it's not the air draft, it's the arch of the bridge. And yeah, first time under there. I've never been under there. First time under there. I think it would be good, since I can get the bridge pilot apparently. We're going to try and get the bridge pilot down. It's and he can take us under and maybe show me a few tips on how to do it myself when I go under. So yeah, so hopefully it won't be too long before he gets back in touch with us, because like I say, the rain is coming down and I'm slowly getting soaked, but yeah, hopefully he'll be down shortly, take us under, and yeah, it'll be my first wee time up towards Colishall, and then it'll just be a matter of just trying to decide exactly where it is I'm going to go. So yeah, that's the update so far. I will keep you updated, and no doubt if the cameras survive it, I will take you under the bridge one way or the other, hopefully. The bridge height currently is just over 7 foot. I am 6'6" with everything down, so yes, if worst comes to the worst, I could go under myself, but here's hoping that I can get the bridge pilot, and yeah, everything's good. So I'll keep you updated, so until later, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers! Okay, a little update for you people. You didn't see it, but we're under the bridge. We are in completely new, uncharted territory now. I have no idea where I am going or what I am doing. However, we do have a slight wee problem, okay? And it's not, it's in relation to the rain. Because it is now raining and it's coming down buckets, and to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if it's not even showing on the camera at the moment, but it turns out that this current rain has been blown up from the Sahara, or it's raining with wind from the Sahara, and as such what we've got is sandy, dirty, horrible rain, and it's bogging, by the way, isn't it?
I mean, the white is brown on the boat.
Yeah.
It looks like the boat is bleeding.
It really does. It is horrible. I am going to need to find a hose somewhere and hose the crap out of this boat as soon as it stops, because it's
horrible.
It really is, and it's going everywhere, and when it dries it's all nothing but sand, and it's just like, oh man. So yes, hopefully it's just going to be a short shower, it's going to blow away and that'll be it, end of story, because I don't like the idea of mooring up at where we want to moor up in this and messing around with lawn anchors. That's going to be fun.
Sorry, totally distracted by Facebook.
Yep.
What?
So yeah, but yeah, we are under the bridge and we're on our way, and we're gonna just sort of gently pick our way up this river, because for the first time in a very long time I am actually gonna have to pay attention to the map to actually figure out exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing. Because it's just like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm getting so
a little bit overwhelmed.
I'm getting a bit excited, you know. But yeah, it's and it actually looked fair. I mean, he made it look so easy.
Oh, he made it look like,
you know.
What are you asking me for?
So yeah, we will wait and see what he does on the return journey. So we paid for a return journey. We're all sorted, so yeah, excellent. So yeah, that is us under the bridge. We're heading on up, and we're just going to sort of see where we go from here. And hopefully this rain will stop bleeding all over my boat, because it is tomorrow. It
won't stop till about 2 AM in the morning. It's in for the day, apparently.
It's in for the day, is that it? That's it. Oh well, you know, well that means...
But do you know, it's rain from the Sahara. It could have the decency to be warm rain, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It's wet, and it's cold, and it's muddy.
Dirty. It's just pure, it's fine sand. That's basically what it is, it's fine sand. And when, like I say, when it dries, it is actually...
do you know, Russell didn't believe me when I told him, living in Derbyshire, I said to him, we get dusty rain, you know. When it rains, you want to see the colour of my car. I actually bought an orange car, so you can't see the dusty rain. But see on the windscreen, dusty rain, you can see it. And he's like, I've never heard of that before. Dusty rain?
Never heard of that before.
What are you
Dusty
talking
rain?
About? You're a dumb girly. You don't know what you're talking about. Hello, dusty rain.
Sandy rain. Yeah.
It's dusty. It's the same thing.
Same thing. So yeah. So anyway,
we got under Wroxham Bridge.
Yeah. And I'm just gently picking my way through this, just trying to find a path. I'm pluttering along. Pluttering.
Pottering. It's the same thing. Sod it.
So yeah, we're just going to go and see where we end up then, because we don't actually know where we are going.
Uncharted territory.
Completely uncharted territory.
We are going where no Admiral has been before.
I like it. Yes, definitely. You know, Thundertales. This is the adventure of Thunder. My 60-minute
Tales of
voyage.
the unexpected. To do the dance.
Oh yeah. If I can find the theme tune to Tales of the
Oh, do you know it's
Unexpected.
back on telly?
What's that?
No. Oh yeah, it's on every day.
My grandparents never used to miss that.
I used to creep down the stairs when I was a kid and say, Mum, can I stay up and watch Tales of the Unexpected? And she's like, oh, okay. So we used to get to watch it every now and then.
Well, if I can find the theme tune, the next bit of footage you see will have a 1 minute bit of Tales of the Unexpected. Hey, it would be even better if I could actually find the opening intro on YouTube. Don't play it just now, you know. But I'm
Stealing his thunder.
no. If you play it just now and it gets copyrighted, this whole section is just gonna have to get wiped.
It's gone.
At least if
I won't play it. Oh, we need it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
She just kind of did, Captain. That's what I'm on today.
So, anyway, I'm gonna go for now. It's actually getting really dull as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna go now and I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do footage wise, exactly how often I'm gonna stop and start. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk much on this. I think I'm actually just going to enjoy attempting to pick. You know, I can't even see out.
Can't see because it's pinning it down.
It's you know,
We've literally got like a little inch of screen here.
Yeah, because I can't
Right,
I
where's
can't
the
see the rest of the.
You're going to put the heating back on because that might demist it a little bit.
Well, it's not demisting. It's the rain. It's just the dust.
It's misting up a bit.
Is
You
that-
put the heat on so we can actually see out the little inch of screen you've got.
Okay.
Yeah, nag.
35 fucking years, you know? Really?
Nag. That's all he has me around for. He loves it when I nag. So if I didn't, he'd miss it. I just got to make up for it, you know? He only sees me once in a blue moon. I got to nag him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, why don't you go away and have some more prosecco? Chill out. I'll be back. Leave me in peace.
Do you know what? It's the first time he's spoken sense all day.
Yeah.
He's concentrating. Can you tell? He's like this. Oh, where are we? Where are we? It goes right round the bend and I can't see it.
The window's so bloody dirty. I can't
know,
see
it
out
is actually
except
quite
where
bad.
the, you know.
That little inch of screen
Yeah,
where the
and-
wiper works.
Yeah, and
Why
because
have they only got one titchy witchy wiper when they've got great big windows? Why? Well, this is my pet peeve. Why don't they have wipers that clean the freaking windows? Tiny freaking wiper and you've got 3 great big windows there.
so would
What's
you,
that all about?
so would you have
I'd have wipers
wiper,
on every single
a
one.
wiper each on the 2
I'd have
small
2
ones
on
and
that.
2 on
2.
the front ones?
So you can, everybody can see out the sodding window and you can see the banks either side, not just this wee 1 inch of screen out there.
Well, you see, that's because everybody else wouldn't be daft enough to actually try and moor and boat in bad weather.
No, we live in Britain. We have bad weather. We have rain. It's called Great Britain. The UK, we have rain. We are not a tropical country. We do not do wall-to-wall sunshine. Okay?
Okay. I'll tell you this, I was a wee bit concerned about what he said, that he's expecting the water levels
It's
to
to go
rise.
up
Just
tomorrow.
like tomorrow, it's just like, don't say that, you know. How am I going to get back?
We
Hello?
might have to carry the boat over the bridge, like literally over the bridge. You
No.
know, like when you get on a kayak and you can't, you have to take it
Oh,
round.
no.
I
it's-
ain't doing
it's
that.
worse,
I'm like,
it's
I'm
worse.
not breaking a nail.
No, it's breaking a nail.
Will I be able to lift it?
Oh no, I'll tell you, it's worse. See what he's going to have to do in
What?
order to get us under. If
What?
we can't get under, he's going to have to sink the boat.
How do you sink a boat?
You let water into it.
Yeah,
Sink
but
it down.
where does the water come in?
Huh?
I mean, are we going to sink like Titanic? We're gonna. Well, I'll tell you what. We are so online for Titanic this freaking week.
I maybe should have explained that to him to her before we went under. You know. By the way, if we can't get under, he's going to have to sink the boat.
I mean, literally, does I mean, obviously, I understand because you've got bilges and you can put water into the bilges and all that.
Yeah.
But is it like gonna? I mean, what about the bed? It's not. My bed's not going to get wet, is it? I mean, I know it's quite high.
Well,
What about the carpet?
it'll be fine. He doesn't need to
It
sink
doesn't
it.
go
He
that far.
doesn't go
It's
that
just
far.
got to go down.
Yeah. Worst comes to the worst. I mean, there's a boatyard there. What you used to do is they used to
Just fill it up with water.
No, used to get these huge, massive oil drums filled with water, and if they couldn't get their boats under the bridge, they used to take these oil drums, heave them onto the boat, all and actually sink the boat down and then go under.
Where are they putting the oil drums?
Well, they won't do that on this, but if we need to go under after push, they'll just let water into the boat, sink us down a bit, we'll go under.
Is there like a plug hole that you can let water, pull the plug out and it'll suck water in?
Think of it like a bath, aye.
But where's that then?
Huh?
Where's the plug hole?
I don't know.
Well, you're telling me they can let frickin' water in. You got to tell me where they're letting the frickin' water in. Is there a plug socket thingy?
Yeah, it's just under your bed.
Fuck off. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. We're not dark side. You're going to have to put a warning up here that actually Susan did swear on this.
Yes.
Wednesday, what is it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Day 5.
Day 5. A wee bit of swearing before the dark side.
A little pre-aperitif dark sidey.
Yeah, tiny weenies, tinsy wincy.
Just a little bit.
Wee bit dark side.
Well, that's okay, you know.
But seriously, plug hole, can we get back to it? What? You're taking the piss. He's a
I really am,
bugger, by the way. I'm trying to hold it back now because we're not really technically dark side.
She was believing me as well. You just reach under and you just pull a plug out and you let some water in, put the plug back in, there you go.
No, I
Sink the
don't
boat
think
back.
you can't do it under the boat, you've got to do it inside the boat, and that's where I want to know it. So next time you're on it, I can just pull the plug out and go.
Guy walks in with one of these drill things and he drills a hole in the bottom where he carries a wee cork, and after he's done it, puts the cork in and there you go. Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
Anyway, we're babbling. Right, we're gonna go away.
He is.
We're gonna go away. We're gonna enjoy the lovely. It is actually quite lovely up here, actually, isn't it?
I can't freaking see if it is or not. I've got a wee inch of screen. How the hell can I tell? I can't see the river. I can't see the river banks. I have got a wee inch of screen.
It looks like it would be quite lovely.
If we could see it, it'd be lovely.
Oh, it really would be. Right, but we're going to go away. We're going to try and enjoy this little bit of river, and I'll maybe pop back near the moorings when if we decide we're going to moor up, or if we're going to decide we're going to keep on going. I don't know what's happening yet. We're going to wait and see. You're getting over. You're the one getting overexcited now. So yes, I will speak to you later. So until later, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. Okay, you can probably still see the canopies are shut, and I've got to say, okay, I kind of understand, despite the fact that it's very dull, it's very wet, and I can barely see out my windows because, well, my windows are sort of bled all over, basically, you know, with that Sahara dust, sandy rubber. Oh, honestly, it's disgusting. The boat is slowly turning from white and blue to a very rusty, wet, brown, horrible colour. And yeah, it's not nice at all. However, having said that, I am winding my way up the river here, and I do kind of actually understand why this part of the river is so why people like coming up here, you know, because it's really, I mean, I can imagine this in the summer, you know, when it's really nice weather and you've got the leaves on the trees, you know, and the sun's out, and it would be quite quiet and twisty, and I get it, I do get it, you know, and the fact that I've waited for so long to actually slip under the bridge and get up here, you know, I don't know why, honestly, I mean, I can do it, you know, and it was so easy as well. You just make a phone call to Norfolk Broads Direct, ask to speak to the bridge pilot, or say like I would like the bridge pilot, I'm at the bridge, and he comes over in about 10-15 minutes, you know, he takes your money, you know, and takes you under, and that's it. And it was like £7.50 each way, so it's a £15 return trip, you know, and it's just like, wow, simple, easy, effective, and you're under in moments. And he's very professional, he's very polite, and he's a wee bit chatty, you know, so yeah, I would probably even use him again just for the sheer professionalism of him. But yeah, up here past the bridge, yeah, it is lovely. I can see the attraction for coming up here, you know. I mean, I've got the map here and I'm trying to follow it, but no idea where I am, honestly, you know. It's that twisty, you know. I've just totally lost it, you know. So yeah, I do have one or two markers, so we're continuing up, and yeah, hopefully it'll not be too long before we get to where we're looking to end up. I think once we get to our first marker, then everything is bam 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 bam. So yeah, we're going to wait and see. I think it all depends where we moor up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the end of navigation. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to assess the situation up there, see how heavy the rain is, you know, and from there decide if we want to mess around with rod anchors and trying to moor up the boat to the bank, and all that sort of stuff, or if we're going to try to get the boat turned round and then we'll come back down to the proper moorings at Colishall and just go to one of the two pubs there. But I think considering it's taken me so long to come under here, I think, and people have been raving about this recruiting sergeant pub, I think I would like to go all the way if I can. But once again, considering the way the weather has turned today, I wouldn't have minded if it was just sort of like rain, but it's not rain, it's this horrible stuff, and the thought of actually standing outside in it, messing around with ropes longer than I need to do, yeah, not sure if I'm looking forward to that at all. So don't really know what we're doing, but we've got time to figure it out. And like I say, I am enjoying this lovely wee cruise, and if the weather improves tomorrow, I have no doubt that it's going to be a lovely cruise back down. I probably still won't be able to see anything unless I get a chance to hose the boat down, at some point, which I'm going to have to do. But yes, I think it'll be a lovely wee cruise back down the river with luck. So yeah, that's what we're doing so far. That's the update. So yeah, I will keep you updated, and hopefully it'll not be too much longer before we get to sort of a destination. So I'll keep you updated. So until later, bye for now. Cheers. Okay, just a little wee update for you. Can't really tell on the camera because it's making me look quite bright and sunny, but it's really very dull outside at the moment. And yeah, it's the rain's coming down a bit harder. It's yeah, it's oh my, it's an adventure, that's for sure. It's an adventure, but there you go. The autofocus was focusing on the wrong thing there. But yes, we have passed the moorings by Rising Sun and the King's Head. There are places there that we can stop over. It's not completely and utterly full at the moment. Looks quite nice, looks like it would be quite peaceful, but we've passed that. We're continuing up the river, and I'm kind of hoping, considering how narrow it is past that river, that yeah, I'm kind of hoping there is a space to turn around, because the way the river is at the moment, we're not turning around, by the way, you know, we'd be going backwards all the way. So yeah, but we've passed that and we're going to continue on up the river, and apparently we're going to go up to the end of navigation, where we are going to moor up at and go for a wee wander to the recruiting sergeant, hopefully. I am getting a little bit concerned, slightly, because it is getting very narrow, and I'm getting very close to the bank, and yeah, yeah, but I have been assured most categorically that we can go up here. This is navigable. Thunder can do it. It's very lovely and very pretty, and don't worry too much about it. But yeah. It's starting to get back clench a wee bit. Anyway, that's the update so far. We're going up here. Everything's good, and yeah, I'll keep in touch, and I'll speak to you soon. So until later, bye for now. Cheers.
And
Okay, just a little wee update for you. We've actually had a wee rethink, if you like, about what we're going to do. We passed the moorings at the Rising Sun, obviously, like I said when I was talking to you, we got talking basically about the moorings that we'll need to do up at the end of limit navigation, and basically in short, okay, we it's pissing with rain. It's pissing with rain, you know, and it's like, we want to go and see what it's like, but we know it's a wild mooring. We know we have to mess around with the rond anchors, and I've never used the rond anchors before, and I'm pretty sure it's dead easy and what have you, you know, there's no problems. But the rain has started coming down very heavily, and it's, and because it's not just a simple case of off the boat, you know, into the side, off the boat, tie up, back on the boat, close the canopy, that's it, job done, and, you know, Bob's your uncle, if you like, you know. We weren't really happy with the amount of, like, how wet we were going to get, and the slippery grass and the mud and all that, and so what we had decided is, since we'd passed the King's Head, we were going to go up and take a look anyway at the limit of navigation, obviously it would allow us to turn around, because there is a space up there for you to turn around, so it's okay. It might be narrow, only wide enough for the boat, but you can get up there and turn around, but you have to go right the way up. So we went up there and we were turning around to come back down to the moorings at the Rising Sun in Colishall, and bumped into Prince of Light, you know, Gavin and Amanda. Didn't realise they were even up there. So it was good to have a quick wee chat with them, but it was like, well, you know, we could still moor up and go to have a bite too, but no. We went up, we had a look, we turned around, but I think tonight, because of the weather, you know, we just want the security and the safety of the mooring posts, if you like, and not be messing around with rond anchors and rope and what have you and everything like that. So we turned around, we had a wee chat with Gavin and Amanda. Great seeing you again. Sorry we couldn't hang around, guys, but we had already discussed in advance that mooring up there tonight was not for us. So we are heading back down the river, heading down to Colishall, and we're going to moor up at the Rising Sun, go out. Apparently the Rising Sun is another good pub, so we're going to go down there, moor at Colishall, and enjoy our lovely, relaxing, beautiful evening, and so that's where we're going, heading down that way. So that's the update so far. We have been to the limit of navigation, we have been to Colishall Locks, we have turned around, and we are heading back. And I must say, now that I've done it once, I'm actually okay about it. You know, I was freaking out a wee bit, I was a wee bit worried about it and concerned, but now that I've done it, we are okay. I do think we were at one point up at the locks, I didn't say this to anybody, I think we were actually starting to scrape bottom at one point, but it was nothing serious and we got through it. You know, it might have just been my imagination, but there was one moment where I thought, we just seem to be just sort of like, you know, so like I said, a wee bit sort of, just want to go back down to Colishall basically. So we're heading back down that way, and it's I'm quite glad I did it. And if the weather had been different, I would have stayed, and I'm definitely going to come back when the weather is better, and I'm going to stay there because that actually looks like quite a nice wee moor, definitely, you know. So yeah, in the meantime we're heading back down the Colishall. I think oh no, she's sitting there behind me. I was going to say she's getting her big jacket on ready, you know, for the for getting wet, you know, but no, it looks like she's sending me out to do it instead. So yeah, that's the update so far. I'll update you from Colishall, so until later, I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. As you can see, we're doing this indoors and you probably actually can't see me. There you go. Oh dear. But yes, that is us. We are moored up for the very first time up at Colishall, you know, and we are on the free moorings, if you like, you know, with the posts and everything like that. And what do you think? It's
yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Nice wee stretch of river, isn't it? I can see why it's so popular. But yeah, considering the weather and considering how wet it is, because I mean, well, we're pretty soaked actually as it is, and that's just dealing with a post and a quick mooring. I would have hated to have been messing around with rond anchors and all that sort of palaver up there at the end of navigation, which is a bit of a shame because I kind of was looking forward to going to the recruiting sergeant, but in this weather, no, really not. It's not the weather for walking to pubs or anything like that, you know, on messing around. So yeah, we just came back down, quick moor up on the posts, and yeah, sorted, done, dusted. And what's this guy coming to do? Hold on a wee second. I'll speak to you shortly. Okay, sorry about that. Just Steve from Lady Alexander just popped over to basically say hi, you know, and he was offering us, he's got a nice long extension lead if we wanted to plug in for some power tonight, but I think we'll be okay for power, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to really be doing anything major unless we're going to require massive power, and the batteries have had a very good charge today, so everything's going to be fine. But yes, that is us. We're down at Colishall. Lovely, beautiful river. Well, it would have been in any other weather, yes, it's we're going to go away, going to have a quick bite to eat, and then we're going to come back to the boat, and yeah, we'll probably just have a quiet night, I think. I don't think we're going to get up to too much tonight at all, you know. It's had a wee bit of a rough night last night, and it was good, but it was a wee bit rough,
yeah,
you know.
It was a wee bit.
So yeah, we're going to go away, have a nice wee meal, couple of pints, back on board, and just have a nice relaxing evening, you know, not really doing much, you know. So that's all for day 5 at the moment. If something does pop up, I will pop back and keep you informed. The weather is crap. I'm not taking the camera, I'm just leaving it. I'm sorry, you guys, you're gonna have to I'll have to take you back to the rising sun another time, but I will do that, you know. But yeah. So if you have been watching, thanks. Can't believe I'm finally up here after like what, 5-6 years or something like that. But it's definitely some place I want to revisit and explore a wee bit more, because I suspect in better weather it'll be an amazing little river to travel, and looking forward to tonight's dinner. So yeah, that's the end of day 5. Thanks for watching. Gonna go before it gets much later, and if anything happens I'll pop back. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for day 6. So until then, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now. Cheers!